Cross say they have this cross. Cross say Pere. Pere no. Don't want to be the people that play back. He keep his space. You know what you say? Pere no mistake. He's blue.
Yo, you guys, Gideon is such a character. So let me give you guys the updates from the happenings in the house yesterday. Yesterday was way more eventful than I imagined. I think I need to reprogram my mind from the idea of this week being a resting week, because these people, they operate, everybody they operate for this house, in this house this week. So let's now get into the happenings of yesterday. Like, we have a lot to unpack in this video. So welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, please do subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you can get notified every time I post a brand new video, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. So very quickly, for the head of house games, it was a basic game where they had to get ping pong balls to roll into different holes. Cross was the first to finish, and that is how he won the head of house, and he's the first head of house, or the only head of house, to win twice this season. Then he picked Pere and Ceec to be his BFFs.
A round of applause for your head of house, Cross.
Pere and Ceec.
Do you accept?
100%.
And then later on in the evening, the housemates got to receive Goodwill messages from home, and that triggered different emotions in them: tears, joy, laughter, excitement, even shock. For Adekunle, it was mostly shock because he was the first person that his video came up, right? His mom also spoke about his diary sessions, and I feel like it's something that Adekunle might overcalculate or overthink about it.
All your activities will make you laugh, and I must tell you that I'm quite impressed. I am lucky to have you as a son. You doing what you know how to do best. I enjoyed particularly the diary session with Piggy, and I know that you'll be able to pick one or two things as words of advice.
For Ceec, she was just smiling all through. It was her mom and her dad. You know, they were just encouraging her, and then they mentioned that they were missing her, but not the type that she will now need to leave the house before the finale or without the money. But, you know, they just expressed that they were missing her. For the most part, most of them, they were just telling them, okay, you're going to come home with the money, come home with the money. And I was like, all of them would now be thinking, who is now going to go home with this money, since everybody's talking about the money?
I'm missing you so much. I'm not missing you to come back to that money. You have to stay to the end, because you need to come back with the money. We all love you, you know that we love you. We love what you're doing. Keep you who you are. You know you don't pretend. You're just Ceec. Since you always be Ceec.
As for Cross, it was just excitement all through. It's as if his entire family members made a video for him. And for everybody that came up on screen, he had like this refreshed hype, right? It was nice to see Sha, like, you know, five people just did the family. I said, if I will go do my research. So his sister also had like energy, as in they just get energy for the house. It was nice to see.
I'm so grateful. Be strong, my baby boy.
Cross, so far. Just know we love you.
Hey, Cross Lee, you know who it is.
Have faith in God.
Hi, baby.
After it was done, Cross literally somersaulted over the chair. I said, what's happened? For Ilebaye, it was a range of emotions, from full-blown tears to hype to like duh kind of thing, and then to hype again, right? So it was her mom, her dad, her sisters, I think her nephews or so, right? That had Goodwill messages for her.
Thank you very much for making me proud. You have shown your intellectual house.
You have really surprised us. Just hold on a bit. It will come to our hands. My Jersey party.
It's in your weaknesses, baby.
As for Mercy, it was surprise and semi-tears. Her driver also joined in making a video. Immediately she saw it, was like, my driver and all of that. And then her sister, her mom, her fans also joined in making the video. And it was mostly prayers. You know, most of them were just saying prayers for her.
I'm here to remind you that 1,000 may fall to the sky, 10,000 at your right hand.
Praying for your life and I'm waiting for you, shall we?
Missionaries are solidly behind you.
Then for Pere, he got a message from his sister and his nephew. For his reaction, it was mostly excitement, surprise, and then almost like he was expecting something more kind of thing. That's what I saw from his reaction.
The General or Periwinkle. Keep being strong and focused as you have always been.
And we love you. Remember when you were talking about how your voice is? Can't wait for that stuff.
Right.
After they were done, he was not asking about his mom, that he was expecting her to make a video. So he was sounding worried at this point, like, this one that she didn't make a video. They were not telling him that, she's fine, that the nephew also talked about her, right? Just to, calm him down so that he doesn't start getting worried, right? And I think that also, maybe he just felt like there was more. Because for the most part, most of them, they had like different people. So you just be expecting that kind of this. So maybe that kind of got him worried a bit. But, it was just it was a temporary something.
Well, your brother said something that your mom is somewhere. He said your mom is okay. He said something that even though she was somewhere.
No, it's not fair.
But he said something about your mom.
I don't know. My mom should have sent the video.
Then finally, we had a befitting treat from Big Brother for the finalists. I was thinking that I was not going to do that because, like, after the live eviction show, it was just food. He gave them food and, gave them some things to use to decorate the floor and all of that. I thought that was going to be it. But then he now gave them a proper treat. So they just decorated the garden and told them to dress for the occasion and, go there and have a fun time.
All-Star season. Finalist dinner.
Thank you.
Then, of course, they had guests, Gideon and Ebuka. This time around, Ebuka did not go in to take somebody out of the house, right? So Gideon was in Big Brother's house in 2006, the same set with Ebuka, right? The first set of Big Brother Naija. If you see the videos from that set, you just laugh. So he was among the first set of people. Right now, he's into acting. He's a very good actor, actually, right? So he came in with Ebuka. They were so excited to see them. Cross even lifted Ebuka as if he's a baby.
Come and sit here. Oh, the first time I saw this guy, I knew it wasn't just a decoration. You knew it was something. I would have bad boy in the place now.
So you guys, Gideon was so hyped up yesterday. At some point, he was now even dragging Ebuka. Ebuka had to ask him, is it not both of us that came into this house together? How are you now dishing all this violence on my head, right? So he was just saying that Ebuka is very calculated, very intentional and all of that. And then they were also asking him questions. They asked Ebuka whose eviction shocked him the most. He said, nobody. I'm watching from the outside. I'm sure there's somebody, but there's some questions that he was not really giving answers to, obviously, for obvious reasons, rather.
But this man, I don't know why can them break out on the...
Don't me and you come this place. Look at how you're going to drag.
So which eviction shocked you the most? None, because I'm seeing things from the outside, so I see things from you guys.
Then they were just having several random conversations. At some point, they were talking about Cross and Kim. Then they now shifted to them as a unit. Then, just talked about different things. You know how you dine and have conversations. That's what it was basically about. And then Gideon was now congratulating them for coming this far.
Kim is suddenly hungry.
Kim and Cross, I think in the bathroom.
You shop for 3 hours, it's not possible.
You must marry this year. Say they do that.
I said Pere with Kim. Our group chat is going to be a menace. What?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Then there was now a time where Gideon was imitating what Cross did during Pere's fight with Doi, right? And it was so funny to see because of how he was demonstrating it. So he just came out and was demonstrating that Cross was, trying to stop the whole thing from a distance and wasn't really going close and everything. So he actually made them laugh and he was asking some deep questions. The time he asked Pere, how does he see life? I said,
He said, if you no. Cross say, this is Cross. Cross say, Pere, no. Don't want to do it. People that play him back. They keep his space. He's blue.
Then other questions were asked. They just said about, times where they felt down, wanted to leave. Each of them just talked about their experience. Sissy said it was the first week. Ilebaye said the first 4 or 5 weeks, and then later on she had to just keep pushing onto she knows what she's there for. Pere, obviously, during that time that he cried, all of them just said that they felt some type of way at some point in the house, right? And then there was also a question thrown to Mercy about herself and Ike, whether she felt somehow being with him in the house. She said no, that nothing is there again. And at the end of the day, Cross now gave like the, let's say, closing speech. The buzzer went off and they had to close Cross gave the closing speech and Ebuka and Gideon left.
Since 2006, and we're in 2023, and who knows, we're going to keep doing this to 2050. Cheers to Big Brother. Cheers to Big Brother. Cheers to 120 million. Cheers to 120 million. Open lock eyes when you lock eyes, you don't want to have us.
Then, my dear brothers and sisters, as Gideon and Ebuka left, I was thinking that, okay, you know, the dinner will just continue, or maybe they'll just go inside and have a chilled time. Little did I know that Shalaye and operations were about to start. First of all, we had Messi and Pere that operated a little bit. I cannot post that here. I've given you guys reasons why I cannot for this period. It's a temporary thing, but don't be like say you don't need permanent more. But like, I'm going to post that on Twitter and Facebook, right? So Pere and Messi operated a little bit, and then they now had like a conversation relating to Alex. The conversation was mostly about Alex. First of all, they were asking Pere what caused them to have like this 360 turn. That's himself and Alex. That what caused that. He now said that it had to do with Alex feeling like he had something to do with Sissy.
She asked me what's the thing with you and Sissy.
Yeah, you shouldn't get it for this now.
That's what I told her. But the babe don't believe. The babe thinks that me and Sissy get something. Because apparently some people went to her ear and told her stuff. And me, I told her, I said, me, I like you. Don't be say I like you for anything. I just like the way you handle the wedge.
Then Sissy now asked a question. She said she was going to ask this question on the outside. She was thinking about asking him when they go out, but you know, let her just ask. I say, if you just leave this question, no, JJ, when you go outside, you ask. But say no. She now asked him about the fight that she had with Alex. Do you know the whole herself, Alex and Pere situation from the first week?
I wanted to ask this question one week. I don't know if I'm going to give an answer. But let me ask. So week 1, are you going to sit now and tell me that Alex did not look at my trouble?
To the best of my knowledge,
you didn't see it.
I do know that there was a history between the both of you. There was also some reconciliation. So I did not expect.
That's how Sissy now went on to say that in their first week during their wager preparation, she tried several times to join in, but Alex wasn't letting her join, and that all the ideas that Alex had, she got it from her. That Alex was just holding the materials, and because she felt like she was in a competition with her, and she basically did not want her to shine.
How many times did I come to beg to be part of this task?
She was always coming to meet me in the room.
Every idea she dropped was my idea. You know that. You know what she did? I went to film school. She went to film school too. She didn't want me to even show any talents. She intentionally hoarded those things for herself, because to her it was a competition between two of us.
Voila. Let me just continue first. So at this point, Sissy was now saying that Alex was scared of what she could do. That's why she did not want to give her the opportunity, right? Then Pere now said that Alex was even making a deliberate attempt to more like kind of avoid issues between herself and Sissy. That the reason she told Pere to stop talking to her, that's Alex, was because she didn't really understand the dynamics between Pere and Sissy. So more like she was kind of making a deliberate attempt to avoid anything.
She just wanted to just use that opportunity to show herself, and she was scared of what I could do.
I was unaware of this. If anything, Alex was even saying she does not even want me to talk to her because she was not sure of what
Pere, I was your friend. You asked me what's going on. Let me now not make sense.
Then Sissy now said that to her, she felt like Alex was told to come in there and create like a beef or a fight between the both of them. And what really hurt her is that Pere contributed to a situation where she was being made to look a certain type of way, that's really got to her.
What pained me was the fact that you didn't even understand the situation. Somebody was trying to paint me to be what I wasn't, and you actually contributed to it. It hurts. I want to be wrong, but I feel like how many to the cells? She was one person that they told her to have one stupid strategy of fighting me. Alex showed me what she was here for. That first day she walked into the house.
So at this point, she now said that if she wanted to even have any rivalry with anybody in the house, that it would have been with Messi and not Alex. That she doesn't have anything to gain from such with Alex. That they have been there. It's more like a been there, done that kind of situation. I said, okay.
Second day, you picked on me again. When she had the line of something rival, I'm like, that was what you're trying to do, right? If I want to have rival, this is what I'm going to do rival with. Because with you, I'm not going to get I will give you things. I'm way higher than this. Nothing with me and you fight would give me. Being there, done that.
So, first of all, I do not think that what Alex and Pere did to Sissy in the first week was that deep, right? But then, different people have how they view things. But the one that pained me the most in all of these things is that several weeks of, ending the view of the fans' view of a rivalry between Alex and Sissy just went down the drain just like that. Like, we finally got to the point where the fans genuinely dropped that view, and they're like, okay, these two babes are now cool. Let everybody rest. It's almost like we're now back to square one. Not fully, but that's how it feels. Because now, like, okay, nothing was even really resolved from all of that. That's the one that's even paining me, because fan wars that last so long can be so exhausting, you guys. So I hope it doesn't get to that, but that's how it's looking, because online yesterday it was just like everywhere was already. But moving on, we had a situation with Ilebaye in the she had a lot to drink, right? So she was throwing up. Adekunle went first of all to help her out, and then Mercy took over. She was complaining that she was not able to breathe well.
Wait, take another one. You need to help me so I can help you. Okay, I have to. Do you still want to throw up? No, but I have to be fine. Okay, I want to understand you.
That's how their card game scattered. They were playing jackpot, and because of the situation on ground, they just ended the game.
Let's call it a night, man. Let's get ready for tomorrow workout and get ready for tomorrow's show.
No, brother.
Adekunle was not talking about how much she had to drink and how much alcohol she took into the house. Pere now said that from now he will be the one handling the alcohol. He now took the drinks. They took the drinks from her locker, the ones she took into the house. And then Adekunle now said that she's reason Big Brother, is not giving them drinks in the house.
She had 4, if not more.
Once you pour in a glass and small shot, that's it. She's not drinking anymore.
Where is she?
She's gone in there.
When we came inside here, she took 2 extra cans.
Now me go they handle the alcohol now. Big Brother said I should.
Do you know that it's because of buying without alcohol in this house?
Then they also talked about Big Brother already making inquiries about the drinks that they took into the house, and at this point they were still complaining about the action Big Brother will now take, that he already loosened up and gave them a lot of alcohol yesterday, and now it's almost like he'll probably now go back to not giving them alcohol again.
Okay, I had it one time.
Oh, we had 4 out there.
I know she started drinking before us.
It's wrong, because now Big is not going to give us alcohol, because he gave us actually 3
I
bottles.
also really have fun this week, man.
Do you understand?
Big, everybody spoiled the fun.
We had 3 bottles of Baileys and 1 Captain Morgan.
We played games in the match.
So the conversation went on for some time. They're just complaining. I say, you don't do. Then we had Mercy that was trying to put Ilebaye to bed, right? For her, she was not saying that she wanted to operate, and then now she now has to, this whole thing is not allowing her to operate, right? So she was just there trying to help her go to bed.
I want to operate.
So later on, she now sent Cross to call Pere so that he can stay close to her and she'll be able to multitask. So she was now operating and taking care of Ilebaye at the same time, but not major operation. It was just, they were just there having conversations and would I say flirting, right? And we now had a conversation in the locker room, and it was mainly about Ilebaye not being genuine about what was doing her, right? Pere now said that if she wants to play like that, that's what they're going to do is they will just cancel alcohol intake and just use Biggie's name and just not let her take alcohol again.
She wants to play, we'll play too. This is how we play it. No alcohol. Biggie said no alcohol. You can't have your alcohol.
You cannot stop her.
The Mercy was now expressing her anger about the situation from her angle. She said she had to leave everything she was doing only for her to get there, and she observed certain things that made her say that Ilebaye was okay and it was just a game that she was playing. That she had to now make her go with her to the diary room, and that going to the diary room just further confirmed her suspicion.
I left everything. I was high, but I rushed from that place to help her, only to see some movement. I said, no, this is not a game. I said, yeah. When we go down, she no agree.
Zero alcohol.
We reach there, and truly,
there's only one way to fix this.
With my love, they care.
My dear brothers and sisters, now so Pere began preach Bible last night. Ilebaye made Pere to start quoting Bible. He was talking about King Solomon and the 2 ladies that were dragging for a baby, and they had to, the way King Solomon handled it. I don't know why he was trying to say that, wisdom is what they are supposed to, I don't even know.
Remember Solomon?
It's not nice.
When a dubious woman wanted to
present her and say,
oh, she's the mother of the twins.
Game no be like that.
She said, I'm the mother of the twins, I'm the mother of the twins. Oh, she's not the mother of the twins. The real mother of the twins was like, no, it's my baby, it's my baby, it's my baby.
The Mercy was now saying that all Ilebaye needed to do was to go to bed, that she stopped the game and the fun that they were having just because, they had to take care of her, and that all this thing she's doing is not necessary. That if people like you, they already like you, that you don't have to toy with people's emotions.
She stopped our game. The moment I left, who was here first? I definitely everything stopped.
She literally stopped everything for
I was started taking care of her. And you are okay.
Yeah.
All you needed to do was go to bed. If people love you, even if you're sleeping, they won't vote for you. You don't have to toy with our emotions.
Then they were now saying that even if they tell her or let her know what the situation is from their own angle, that she's not still going to agree to it.
And the fact that even tomorrow now, even if I tell her,
the thing I go sit till her say see what you do, see what you use me do. She no go agree.
So you guys, like I said, I did not expect all these things happening this week. I'm so exhausted. Like right now, I'm even having headache from this video that I made. Like I'm even now biting my tongue. In fact, let me just end this video here. I don't even. Bye guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you on the next.